Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive? Today we're tackling something pretty mind-blowing, the Green Sahara.
The Green Sahara, yeah.
So get this, picture the Sahara Desert, right? But instead of like endless sand dunes,
hmm
imagine lush savannas. We're talking crystal clear lakes and tons of animals roaming around. It's a total like flip, right, of what we think of when we hear
A
Sahara.
complete 180, yeah. It's amazing to consider the Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert on Earth today, was once this vibrant ecosystem. I mean, think about it.
Exactly. So our mission today,
Yeah.
we got to figure out how this incredible landscape even existed and what on earth happened to transform it so drastically.
Yeah, so how do we know? How do we know it even existed? Well, we've got evidence. Fossil records, for starters. We're finding plant and animal fossils that just wouldn't survive in today's harsh desert climate.
Right. Totally different environment back then.
And then we've got ancient lake beds. Talk about a clear sign of abundant water in the past. And then get this, there's even rock art. Early humans left behind these incredible engravings, like snapshots of life in the Green Sahara.
I've seen pictures of that rock art. It's unreal. Like you can see them hunting, hanging out, even hints of like early cattle herding.
It's wild. They adapted and thrived in this, totally unique environment. And those artworks, they aren't just pretty pictures. They give us real insights into the culture and social structures of those early Saharan communities. Super valuable stuff.
So we've got the clues. We know it was real. But how do we go from a lush paradise to, this scorching desert we see today? It doesn't really compute.
Well, you've got to remember, Earth is constantly moving and grooving, and all that motion, it affects our climate big time. So Earth's orbit around the sun, it's not a perfect circle. And the tilt of our planet, it also wobbles a bit over time.
Oh, yeah, I remember learning about that.
And those little shifts, that might seem subtle, but they affect how sunlight hits different parts of the Earth.
So that's like affecting things like, what was it, monsoon rain patterns?
Yeah, exactly. It's all connected. Like thousands of years ago, those orbital and axial variations, they led to way stronger monsoons in North Africa.
So more rain.
Way more rain. It's like, think of tilting a watering can. You change the angle, you change where the water flows.
Oh, got it.
Same idea here. That intense rainfall basically created like the perfect conditions for the Green Sahara to, flourish.
Okay, that makes sense. But this Green Sahara, it wasn't forever, right?
Hmm.
What happened? Why did it start to decline?
Well, around 5,000, 6,000 years ago, things started to shift again.
Those orbital and axial things again.
Yep, the same ones. So those monsoons, they began to weaken, rainfall decreased, and you had this slow but, significant drying trend that started taking over. And as the water sources started drying up, the lush vegetation, it couldn't hang on, it started disappearing, and the desert, it started creeping in.
So it's like a gradual process, not like bam, overnight.
Exactly. Gradual. It's a reminder that environmental change, it often happens little by little, plays out over generations. It also shows how delicate ecosystems are. Even small changes in rainfall, they can trigger this huge cascade leading to like full-on desertification.
Right, like a domino effect.
And of course, this brings up, the question of humans. Did our activities maybe like make things worse? Speed up that desertification process? We have to consider that.
Totally, yeah. Makes you think. And speaking of the people who live there, how did they deal with such a massive change in their home?
Imagine, right? For generations, their landscape is transforming, resources are dwindling. Talk about pressure to adapt.
Yeah.
Many communities probably had to migrate, following the water, searching for more livable land.
I bet that wasn't easy.
No, not at all. Such a huge movement. It would have taken incredible resourcefulness, social cohesion, maybe even sparked new technologies and survival strategies. Who knows? It's fascinating to think how this, environmental stress might have actually pushed humans to innovate and maybe even change the course of history. Pretty wild.
It really highlights how connected everything is. Climate, ecosystems, humans. It's not just ancient history. It's a reflection of our present and maybe a glimpse into our future.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the biggest takeaways here is that our planet is always changing. Environments shift, and learning from those past transformations can help us understand how, what's happening with climate change today might affect us.
Right, like using the past as a guide.
Exactly. The Green Sahara is like this powerful reminder to be smart about resource management, embrace sustainable practices, and be ready to adapt. Those are crucial things as we move forward.
Absolutely. It's a powerful reminder that we're all connected, part of this web of life, and that, our actions matter. The Green Sahara might be gone, but its story is still super relevant.
Yeah, it's a powerful story. If a place as vast as the Sahara could change so completely, it makes you wonder, right? What's in store for other environments? And what role do we play in shaping that future? Big questions.
Lots to think about. Thanks for taking us on this deep dive. It was really interesting.
Yeah, anytime. Always a pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, keep those brains buzzing, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.